If you are to change URLs, say you've been an established brand and you're totally changing the name, you want to be able to preserve all that Google juice going forward for the new one. So that's the first thing I would look out for, is protecting your SEO and where you're at ranking it with Google and everything else.
Welcome to the Small Business Breakthrough Series, where each week we are interviewing small business owners that support small business owners, because as a community together, we can help the small business community be the best in the American economy that we can possibly have. Today, we have a fantastic guest on that is specializing in helping small businesses be and do marketing. They take it all on for you, and you don't have to worry about a thing because they'll make sure it's working in the best way. Ryan Cackley, founder of Oregon Marketing Group, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Can you give us a quick introduction to your business and the problems that you're solving for your clients?
Yeah, sure. We are a full service creative agency that does all the work in-house. So there's no outsourcing to other countries. That's a big, huge thing right now, that people are not getting local service. And I say local like in the US. Even though we're virtual, we can still be local and have meetings such as we're having now. So we really pride ourselves on having employees that we pay health insurance for, provide retirement benefits, and do all this work for small businesses, being a single owner operator up to about 500 employees or more. That's our sweet spot there. And we literally do everything for a company or organization. We have a lot of nonprofits, a lot of businesses, whether that's building a website from scratch, making it show up in Google, SEO, search engine optimization, graphic design, video, lots of video, content creation, blogging, vlogging, YouTube, TikTok, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, as well as all the ads, Google ads, pay-per-click, and doing a lot of agency stuff for connected TV, placing billboards, but literally everything that you can imagine digitally for a business, as well as a few physical things. We do for that on a regular basis. We will do a onesie and a twosie. We'll do a single website and a single video project as well. That's how we started. But we're really specialized a lot in just being the entire marketing department, working with existing directors or just with the owner themselves.
That is great to hear. Ryan, you've been in this for a while. It looks like you founded your agency back in 2011 and have been going through. So you've been through the menagerie of the digital marketing space transitions. What inspired you to start Oregon Marketing Group when you first started it?
Yeah, so actually I went through my own rebranding. So I founded it originally in about 2008, and then I was not doing very well with the name that I had, and I rebranded. And so I went through the rebranding process in 2011. You're correct, to become Oregon Marketing Group, which was a great. But yeah, so we have just been through a lot of the different trends and just really enjoy helping people navigate this land, because there are people in the trades that just want to fix the crawl space. So we help them navigate that land and make them relevant online, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What would you say has been your proudest moment being an entrepreneur?
Honestly, what first came to mind when you said that question was helping people because I have video equipment, because I have editing software, helping people through passing of loved ones. That has been a surprisingly fulfilling thing, to be able to donate a video for a funeral for somebody in business that their husband passed or something unexpectedly, or other emergencies that have come up. But a lot of funeral videos and legacy before people have died videos type of thing has been pretty rewarding.
Comes into that storyteller background or giving of storytelling background that really is where I can see benefiting that marketing agency and your group and pushing forward in success. That is amazing, and definitely a valuable resource for those out there. As you've been growing and going, it's a unique set that you've rebranded, which means you have experienced yourself doing the rebranding, and I'm assuming, helped others rebrand their companies. What would you say is the number one thing to watch out for in a rebranding marketing?
Again, first thing comes to mind is your website and losing your SEO. If you are to change URLs, say you've been an established brand and you're totally changing the name, you want to be able to preserve all that Google juice going forward for the new one. So that's the first thing I would look out for, is protecting your SEO and where you're at ranking it with Google and everything else.
That is great. And I have learned a new term, Google Juice. I love it. We'll go with that for here. What would you say sets Oregon Marketing Group apart from anybody else in the industry?
One, the way I came to the marketing industry was a little bit different. It was through hypnosis, hypnotherapy, and neurolinguistic programming, also known as NLP, which back in the day, Tony Robbins and different stuff was promoting a lot of that thing. Self-help change type information, being able to take a problem or something that you have issues with and be able to become better using those technologies. So I applied that background and mindset a lot to business, to the point you're trying to get across. Because basically, any problem you have or any goal that you have is boiled down to five wants, like wanting approval, wanting control, wanting security, wanting a separation to get away from escape, or wanting a oneness to join, merge, or be one. And that's any goal or any problem. It can be boiled down to those wants running underneath, I should say. There we go. And so we approach those issues in business or in life, whatever's going on, with kind of that mentality. Just like, okay, how can we solve this problem? Are you really wanting security? Okay, I understand you want more profit. Great, but why? And then we also do our messaging that way as well, to be as succinct as possible now, because the attention spans are so short. So that's one thing that sets us apart. The other thing is that we have employees. A lot of marketing agencies don't really have employees, or they do, they have one or two, and they hire a lot of VR assistants overseas, or have a lot of overseas workers that make them a lot of money. They can charge a client a premium, but we prefer to be more affordable and flexible for small business and still employ people here.
Oh, that is fantastic. It's a true small business owner supporting small businesses and a local economy,
Yeah.
which is critical in our country to be able to make sure that we're doing just those things. If you've ever opened your laptop ready to grow your business and 2 hours later closed it, realizing you've gotten nothing done, but you've researched office chairs, you've ordered lunch, and you've planned out the next 3 dinners, all the things that you wouldn't typically do to work on your business. Yeah, I've done that too. I'm Jason Pond. I'm the host of the Small Business Breakthrough Podcast, and I want you to achieve your breakthrough. But we do that through the community I built. I built the Momentum Community. The Momentum Community is a place where we meet every week. We talk about your goals, where you want to get with your business, and then we track them. And we use the Momentum dashboard to do that. We make sure you're moving forward every week, and it's accountability like you've never seen in a community forum. I want you to be part of that community. If you want to learn more about it, check out the link in the description below and enjoy the rest of the episode. What is a recent project or initiative that has really energized you and your team?
It's quite a few. Like, I'll talk about some nonprofit videos. We're doing something for a nonprofit fundraising gala that's happening tomorrow night. And so we created the videos with their clients. They work in the developmentally disabled field. And so interviewing their clients, working in real jobs, and the business owners, and showing that collaboration of how they're helping and also how they're getting trained has been fun to show on the storyteller level. We are also working on a really cool website that is a nursery. It's fun, where they have thousands of plants, and they're taking all these plants online to sell seasonally as well as during the busy season. That's been a challenge. And then city websites. It's cool to see, like in your town or another town, the website of your city done by you, as well as the library. It's a proud thing to go, oh, I did that website for this city and the library and that kind of stuff. And then the other website that we're doing and client is for a relief nursery. I'm not sure if they have that term out there, but it's basically an organization, nonprofit, that helps families with their kids that say you're mildly stressed, you've been working all week and you don't have a child sitter. You can go and learn skills as a mother or father, or to be able to help the kids and help yourself, and also get a break from whatever stress is going on in life. And then the final one that's a potential project that I can barely even talk about because it chokes me up It's not set yet, but I'll just talk about it. It's called Pile of Puppies. And this gal went through childhood cancer, I believe. And she basically goes to terminally ill children and brings puppies and just surrounds them with joy and love in like their final days. And it's like hard hitting, but so rewarding, and one of those things that just hits me. And so that's not a current client, but maybe a potential one. But either way, what she's doing is great work.
Yeah, that is, yeah, getting me choked
So
up just
yeah,
listening
man,
about it. Yeah, that's an
you watch
emotional,
those videos, they're like, man, they hit you good.
oh yeah, that would be could be a definite fun one to go. And the amount of work that you are doing for the communities around you and whatnot is truly impactful and powerful to go through. It's amazing work. Thank you for all of the efforts and going into and working with nonprofits. And we've got a few different versions, but nothing specific to how you were talking about. When, as we're looking through marketing, you, as we talked about, you've been in it for a long time.
Man, I
And
guess I am old.
we won't go dating everybody here, but we're probably close, running the pattern pretty close. The future is upon us, and we have all sorts of different things coming, especially inside of the marketing space. Where do you see the marketing space going in the next 2 to 5 years, and how are you addressing different things like AI and you've already talked a little bit about overseas and outsourcing and whatnot, but I think more of it is, let's talk about what's AI to you and how are you guys leveraging and where do you see it going in the next 2 to 5 years?
Yeah, so there's a lot of fear around AI in the marketing circles a lot of times because the people that are outsourcing don't necessarily have the skill set to be able to do this kind of stuff. They're a good talker, figurehead, salesperson, maybe, owner of the company, whatever, but they're not doing the work. I'm saying we're a blue collar agency, like where we're doing the work. Like we do it all. It's all us. Taking the video, drone certified, doing the drone shots, editing. It's us doing it. And so we are really proud of that kind of work that we're doing. And so AI has been a benefit for us instead of a scary thing. It's been helping to generate other ideas for social media content. Okay, say you got a painter. Painting can be pretty boring. Like what kind of posts are engaging? So using AI and things like that can really help stimulate ideas. Same with script writing, blogging, government contracts. We've used it for all sorts of things like that to help facilitate. It's not 100% by any means. You still have to do the work. And that's where we are also, I think, in a good position is that we do that work. So any of these tools that come down the lane just make us better because the people that don't want to do the work, I think, are going to go by the wayside. And there's so many marketing companies, web people, fly by night, I got a camera type people that, hey, where are my photos? Hey, where's my website? It went down, or I can't get a hold of them. Or there's so much of that I solve for people too. Or they ruined my SEO. Can you fix it? Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit. It's not an overnight thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it has been a great opportunity to get to learn more about what you are doing in your agency and how you are benefiting the communities at large with locally sourced people and continuing to move the marketing needle forward as we go. And the interview has been fantastic. How about we jump into the lightning round and get to know a little bit more about you as a person?
Sounds good.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Oh man, it's almost 50-50.
Okay.
But it's honestly going to be more tea. I'm into teas right now. In fact, here's some juniper berry and some hawthorn and some ashwagandha root.
Hey, there you go. You're so into teas, you're manufacturing your own just for fun. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I buy in bulk, and yeah, so yes, so I'm going to say more tea right now.
Yeah, cool.
But
That's fun. That is definitely a fun thing to get to go. How about cats or dogs?
we have a cat. We don't have a dog. So
Okay.
the cat is utilitarian. It's a nice cat, but it goes inside, gets warm, and then goes outside and catches mice.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
we're on a farm, 2.5 acres. So yeah, it's a cool cat. Mulkin, we call her. She's a gray cat,
Yeah.
just from Shakespeare, called Gromulkin.
If you could grab only one weapon or item during a zombie apocalypse, what would it be?
Walking Dead comes to mind with the crossbow of Daryl.
Okay,
So that would probably be the one that I would grab as it's silent and effective,
there
and
you
you don't
go.
have to get that close.
Favorite quote or phrase that you think about often?
That I think about often. There's the one on my Instagram from Margaret Mead that basically says, "You are." It's a little bit off here, but you are so unique, just like everybody else.
Okay.
Something to that effect.
Favorite movie or streaming series that you love?
Movie, man, gone through a lot. Back in high school, as Braveheart, Die Hard, back in the 90s. Right now, though, on top of my head, would probably be the Red Violin.
The Red Violin. Okay.
I don't know if you've
I,
ever seen that with
I
Samuel
have
Jackson.
have not seen that one. I might have to look it up. One book that has influenced your life the most.
Um, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich.
Classic.
Yep, is a classic. Sedona Method. Um, of course, I was raised religious too, so the Bible had a big impact for a lot of my life. But I just know if we're staying with the entrepreneurial spirit, then those two would probably be pretty high up there.
Excellent. And one obstacle, call it the biggest obstacle you've ever had to overcome, and one lesson you've learned from it.
Deciding what I'm worth. So basically, what do I charge somebody? What is this worth? How can I provide value? Starting out, it was very low, and over time has grown. And so basically, I hit different levels and plateaus of what I'm worth, you
Okay.
know, and that can be in business, that can be in life, that can be in general.
Yeah.
Religious upbringing.
Very important for business owners to pay attention to the holistic side of it, of how to outcome to grow yourself, whether that is financially, spiritually, or in any other way of life. Ryan, it has been fantastic to get to know you more and have you on the episode. How can our listeners get a hold of you if they want to collaborate with you?
Yeah, I'm still Gen X, so people can still call me. So yeah, my phone number, is pretty straightforward, 503-608-7685. Phone call is always fun if people really want to connect. If you're not that old school, you can always text. Same number, can text. Email would be Ryan, Ryan, at OregonMarketingGroup.com. Or you can go to the website and fill out a form there, send an email that way too.
Excellent.
Social media works too. Facebook.com/Oregon Marketing. Instagram is Oregon Marketing Group. LinkedIn, Oregon Marketing Group. So they're all the same.
That is fantastic. And all of that information will be located in the show notes or description if you're watching this on YouTube. And it has been a pleasure to have Ryan on the show today and get to learn more about how he's approaching the digital marketing space and utilizing local talent to benefit the local communities and resources inside of small business communities. And we want to thank Ryan for being on the show. And until next time.